Okay, Tank Terry is Derek in the chat saying this was a good match. All right, so we have a treat in store for us, it seems. Let's see how this goes. One card on the bottom for John.
So yeah.
Does this was a good match mean that it was a good match, or is Derek saying that because Derek won very badly and John never had a chance? I guess we'll find out together. Dark Ritual. Off Lotus Petal, Ancient Tomb.
I'll get the life counter out in a second. I'll have one black floating. Yes. Ravenloft?
Ravenloft Adventurer, Force Pitching Brainstorm for John. All right, looks like Derek is going to put a phone on the table for life totals and passing the turn with 4 cards in hand.
Like exactly what you want. Just even one land, or it's like 2 ponder. You're like, okay, one land in his hand. Just like
good start to the game for John. Now wasting Ancient Tomb after Force of Willing the Ravenloft Adventurer.
This is gone. Opacity. Okay. Draw.
we good?
How many cards? 3.
Not when I go down to 5. We're going to game 2.
I'm gonna name Orc.
Orc, name with Cavern of Souls. So I think we're going to see Zergo. What orc could possibly be in Derek's hand? Yeah, it could be Ironclaw orcs. Ponder, Bowmaster in response. Does John have a brainstorm?
It's on the stack. Yeah, it's on the stack, yeah.
Okay, so a Bowmaster, your Bowmaster play happening here. Derek's Bowmaster dies. Most likely, prepare yourselves for this. Cover your eyes if you're if you're sensitive about this kind of thing. But John is going to put a Pokemon card on the table, most likely. That's something that John does. There it is. Some kind of a Pokemon.
No worries.
It's not one of the original 150.
Ponder's good. But
we don't really have the ability to control John and what he does, so he just does whatever he wants. Yeah, free White Plume posts coming in the chat. Hang in there, folks. It's only a matter of time.
Dark Ritual.
Urborg, Dark Ritual. Using that cavern. Here's Shieldred the Apocalypse.
Combat. I'll pass after that. Take 2.
Shieldred doing its thing.
That will be Delirium, so I'm going to hit you for 3.
What's my tight at? 5-5. 5-5. Okay.
5/5 Murktide.
Thoughtseize you?
Thoughtseize reveals Delver and Bowmaster. Force a fill with a gigantic question for the chat in the YouTube comments. Pronunciation check request. Pokemon or Pokemon? I'm not even gonna get involved with that. I'm a Magic player.
I will
Last two.
draw.
Game 2.
I will then do the full mode of this at target.
I'm sorry. Oh!
Yeah, there's an accent mark over the E, which which matters.
I'm gonna attack. Chump, okay. Pass.
All right, Bowmaster chump blocks. Another Bowmaster flashed in.
Yep. Take 2.
Childred doing its thing to some extent, but this 5/5 Murktide is a problem. 1/1 Orc Army, Bowmaster, 5/5 Murktide for John, just Shieldred the Apocalypse for Derek. Looks like this Shieldred is some kind of has a Planeswalker stamp on it. Not sure what that means.
Tap up, keep draw. Again 2.
Too many versions. Attacking with Shieldred, double blocking.
Okay. Damage? Yep.
I guess this thing's gonna get bolted.
Yeah, no, yeah. 60 nowadays.
Shieldred gets bolted. Derek has a response. Op agents.
Okay, that's
Okay, opposition agent is in there.
6.
It's a promo pack, Shieldred. Remember, folks, if you want to play pro Magic, competitive Magic, if you see in your crystal ball of life Pro Tour championships in your future, the first step of your journey is going to be memorizing every version of every card. That's the first step. John takes game 1. Weren't really going to win the game hanging back and letting Murktide attack.
Trigger.
Shieldred's Edict imprinted. Here is Bitter Blossom. Wow. All right. Yeah, the reason John was able to win was knowing the version of this Shieldred. Exactly. Toller Eric knows this stuff. It's like, it just comes to him easily. He gets it. He gets it. Mishra's Bauble Surveil. Card is kept. I'll try to post the link to the retro sleeves in the YouTube description.
And then I go 19.
Because people are consistently asking me about it. The first time we had these retro sleeves that Derek is using right now up here on stream, I think it was Dennis playing the Arabian Nights ones. That week, I must have gotten 10 DMs from strangers. Where can I get those sleeves? So I just started posting the link everywhere. People excited. Whoa, what was that flashed on screen? I missed it. Bitter Blossom. Is it Bitter Blossom season, everybody? Has all the Bowmasters and Beanstalks brought Bitter Blossom back? Was that a lightsaber? What was that? Did someone in the shop just pull out a lightsaber? What the hell? That was so random. Bunch of nerds.
Upkeep trigger. 18. Fairy. Draw.
That is a fatal push on DRC.
Combat.
Well, it's going to be hard for John to beat this Bitter Blossom. That is for sure.
I will choose to shuffle.
This match we're watching right now might cause a buyout of Bitter Blossom and Retro Sleeves at the same time.
Trigger.
And you can trigger.
This one is Summon Sickness. Draw.
So you have 17.
Yeah, I'm at 17. Yeah.
Let's do it here first, and then.
Yeah. It's habits. Combat. Now we're good.
I'm not a big Magic Bling or there is a best version guy for Magic cards. I usually just go for whatever's the cheapest.
Where's it here? I have 3.
I was like, this hand is strong. So now it's in
Okay.
The art school student the art school student in me hears Magic players talk about which one is the best art, and I just feel a little bit sick. Which Brainstorm has the best art? Oh. Stop it.
Well, survey says.
Trigger. Flips, yep. Yep.
Combat.
Oh yeah.
A block.
One of the lowest moments for me was when that kind of different art style than what we're used to in Magic the Gathering Faithless Looting got previewed for Strixhaven, and like it went viral that people were calling it trash or garbage or whatever, and I almost deleted my Twitter. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Whatever it's called, I'll kill one of these and kill this.
I was under extreme stress.
I took life off that fetch, right?
Yes, you are at 15.
I almost checked myself into the hospital after that.
Trigger.
All right, this Bitter Blossoming is doing its thing. It's making a lot of fairies, that's for sure. Molten Collapse took out the Chromox. That is an Urborg Phyrexian Crusader. Brainstorm in response.
I mean, brainstorm mode. Is it a 1-drop? Oh boy. Yeah.
Sure. So either way, be getting.
Okay.
It is good. It's good also.
I'm going to before that resolve, before the final resolve. Yeah, keyword. Give me 2.
I'm gonna pass.
Final result. So we'll get 3. Oh yeah, because it counters.
I mean, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Delirious, right? I'll double block.
Okay, going for the double block this time. One of them is getting bolted. John will cause the other to chump. Surveil.
Yes.
Put waste in the yard.
Yep.
Okay, Wasteland goes into the yard. It's not that amazing. Thought about it for a moment, maybe taking out Urborg, but this Phyrexian Crusader is going to be a problem.
I'd be sad.
Do it.
That'd be mean.
Give it back in. Go ahead. I'll motion my upkeep.
AP with a hot take, foil cards are bad for the game. Why would they be bad for the game?
Tap trigger. 15.
All right, still making fairies. Attacking with the Phyrexian Crusader.
How do you track foil?
I have a separate tracker for it, so I'll get that out while I do a second main phase.
You got it.
Let's see. Phyrexian Crusader?
I will go to the third.
I'll pass after that.
And then I'll pass it to him.
All right, so a second copy of Phyrexian Crusader, so that speeds up the poison game plan here. Protects you from red and from white. Pretty good. I know from playing at a lot of the same events as Derek over the last few months, this Phyrexian, I put the wrong card text up on the screen. This Phyrexian Crusader, not processor, has been putting some wins on the scorecard for Derek.
3, I go 12.
Here's Stalactite Stalker for John. He could potentially block their Crusader.
Oh, yeah, you go first. Yep. And I'll go to 11. Draw.
Crusader does have first strike, though, so it may have to grow first.
Second main.
6 poison now. Next turn could be a final blow with the poison. But John could keep back some blockers. We'll see.
Plague Engineer.
Plague Engineer.
I'm going to name human. I'll pass.
All right, naming human. That'll shrink the Delver, the Insectile Aberration, and the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Delirium is on. So it's a 2-2 and a 2-1 flyer. Insectile Aberration could potentially stay back to block. Stalactite Stalker could potentially grow, block, and sack to kill the other Crusader to save John from poison next turn. Let's see. Okay, Bolt Plague Engineer, Surveil. Fairy Rogue can chump block here if Derek wants. It'll chump block the DRC, it looks like. Okay, so John has a way to descend, sacking Flooded Strand. Worried about opposition agent, I guess. But does Derek have? Derek has 1 card in hand, I believe.
Yep. Let's have a peek.
All right, Stalker is a 3/3. So could profitably block a Crusader then. Derek is in the chat. Tank Terry says I sided out the agents. That makes sense.
Tax. Sure.
Attacking with both Crusaders. One of them is getting blocked. And just gonna sack. And yeah.
It just and then happens. Second main phase. 7.
All right, so chooses not to shrink Stalactite Stalker in combat by letting it get some wither hits or whatever. Just making sure one of these Crusaders gets killed on the Stalker's ability, sacrifice ability, and the other one was blocked. So
Done a bit. Sure for the initiative. I'll search.
oh, first strike would make it a 1/1. Good point, Pokey. Either way, John played it correctly.
And this turn off. I'm gonna pass after this. Yep. Got a few more.
I forgot for a second Crusader has first strike. There's too much text on these Mirrored and Besieged cards.
Declare blocks. I'll block the insect aberration. I take 3. I go to 4.
Just has a wall of text, you know? All right, looks like John has taken the initiative, but failed to find a basic, it seems. Plays a Wasteland. Ravenloft Adventurer was the initiative card, by the way. I'll get that text up on the screen. Not everybody is familiar with this card. If you've been watching our recent live streams, you've seen it in action quite a bit in Derek's deck. John was reading it.
Go to 11 and you're ready to poison. We get the initiative back.
Derek gets the initiative back. Going to put 2+1 counters on something. It will be the Fairy Rogue. So the Fairy Rogue token is now a 3/3.
Yep. I'll block the aberration. Yummy. I'll play.
Wow. I thought for sure Derek was going to have a kill. Another Phyrexian Crusader in hand. Okay. Wow. GG's. John gets it. GG's.